It's 7:30 on a Wednesday morning in January. How depressing. Boring, isn't it? Should it? Garbage. I hate this job, I do. Absolutely hate it. But where else can you earn the money? You know what I mean? Ugh. Well, at least it's not snowing. Can you imagine? You're on site, you got a load of meter boxes to do, and like some painters, they'll probably use a 1.5 inch brush, and they'll use the meter box paint out of the tin because they've not got a kettle to tip it into. I wonder who that could be. So anyway, you finish painting the meter boxes and you've got a brown 1.5 inch brush, for instance, but you're going to want to paint some more meter boxes at a later stage, and you think, oh my god, where can I put my brush so it's not going to dry? So normally you'd find your kettle, wouldn't you? Take your paint out, put some water in, put your brush in under the water, and the bristles under the water, so you can use it at a later point. Now anyway, somebody who I'm quite friendly with on site has just done this, but because he couldn't find nowhere to put his brush he sticks it in his coffee mug and then puts some water in. So me taking pity out the bloke because he ain't got nowhere to have a cup of coffee with because he's just put his brown brush in his coffee mug, I come up with an ingenious idea of somewhere to put his brown 1.5 inch brush. Check this out. So there's his mug. I cleaned it out for him, and that's where he put his brush, in his coffee mug. What a plonker. You know who you are. So I come up with the idea. I got an empty tube, yeah, put some water in and put his 1.5 inch brush in. Yeah, fight a look. You can see who's got the brains round here, can't you? Obviously not you, mate. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I come up with. He actually put that in his coffee mug. I just tipped the water in there and put his brush in there. Happy days. So yeah, if you're ever in that predicament where you've got nowhere to put your 1.5 inch brush that's in meter box paint, grab yourself an empty tube of cork, put some water in and put your brush in. Don't use your coffee mug. I'll tell you what. Hey, somebody were at the back of the queue when they were dishing out brain cells, weren't they? Hey. Well, that's it, isn't it? know how on sites nowadays, you've got to have one of those like supervisors, you know, just see any old general dog's body painter who gets made up to a site supervisor. And just because you've got to have one, ain't you, on site nowadays. So, after decades and decades of painting skirting boards with a roller and a brush, don't you just hate it when one of them comes in and tells you you're using the roller the wrong way round on the skirting? Now, this is coming from somebody who's got no power as management, still sits at home watching Sesame Street, Hong Kong Phooey and the Magic Roundabout. So, yeah, he come in and he goes, I thought a man of your talent and expertise would be using the roller the other way round. Let me show you what I'm on about. Right, and so when I roll the flats of these skirts, yeah, I do it like that. So I know that bit's touching the floor, but it's not touching the skirting board, and I cover the whole of the skirting board. he goes, no, I don't know why you're not using it that way. Then you're not getting the top on the floor. I says, well, because I'll leave a 5mm gap at the bottom with no paint on it. You see what I mean? If I do it that way around. And it don't make any difference doing that way around because I still don't get no shit on the skirt. So, yeah, there you go. 30 years of experience. What do you reckon? So you know what I said, don't you? I'd shut up now before you dig yourself a deeper hole. Yeah, hey, I tell you what. Well, what can you say? Apart from keep your bloody nose out.
I will see if I can do my left hand.